I can see you down there. Dude, it's only 500 flights. Right, listen, I know the elevator's broken. I'm hungry. Bring the food up here. Come on, it's great exercise. No? No, I'm not coming down there. Come on, bring the food up. What the hell are you talking about? Crazy. Hey, happy Tuesday to you. Hope everything's cool. Kirill, what's going on, brother? Hello from Russia. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? I'm really excited about this show. These guys are really cool cats. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? Right? Team Unlimited. They're a UK team from England. Obviously, that's why it's UK. But it's a disabled paintball team. I'm a big fan of getting everybody involved in our sport. Ages 10 to whatever, handicapped, disabled, PTSD thing. This is the great equalizer. It doesn't matter. Just have a great. I've seen a guy that was blind. He was playing our sport. So I'm a big fan of. You guys know that of motivational. Of not letting things stopping you and just saying, I can do that. It's fine. I'm in. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. On the show today, we've got the cast and crew, the group, the team from Team Unlimited. And Gary, Colin, Brian. Hey, Brian. That's an amazing green screen you have there. That's fantastic. It looks like a wall.
Yeah, it's state of the art.
Exactly. All right. Just a little inside joke, guys, because Brian was going, I'm jealous. I want a green screen. And so I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I've never been on your end of the thing, so I don't know what to press. There's no green screen. All right. So, gentlemen, it's 9 o'clock in the UK. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Is that according to Big Ben or GMT? Never mind. Never mind. It's the same thing. It's like, does Big Ben not work? I thought that they were fixing him or something. Does he work now?
Big Ben's the bell, not the clock.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. We got some breaking news. Hang on a second. I didn't know that. I thought the whole thing was Big Ben.
No, it's just the bell inside it.
No, see, Americans don't know that, dude. I thought, okay, so wait, what do you call that structure?
Isn't it Queen Elizabeth Tower or something like that?
Westminster Tower? I don't know.
Google.
Google it. No. I don't even think this is a UK show. You guys, come on. Okay, never mind. Okay, so there's that tower that has a big bell in it. They call it Big Ben. And every hour, every half hour, every quarter, it goes bong, bong.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, enough about Big Ben. Let's talk about you guys. Okay, let's go around the horn. Let's introduce ourselves. You already know who I am. Nima from Iran, hello. Kirill from Russia, hello. Let me just see who else is out there right now. Cecile from England. Desi Johnson from Florida, hello. Alexander, what's up, Alexander? And Leon West from South Africa, hello. Okay, so Gary, let's start with you. Who are you?
Gary Tompkins. I've been playing with Unlimited now for, we were discussing this earlier tonight, about 6-7 years. But I've been playing paintball an awful long time. Started playing back in 1989.
Nice.
And that was after I was an amputee. I was an amputee before I started playing paintball. So I've always been a one-legged paintballer, unlike some of the
Fantastic.
newer arrivals to the team. But yeah, so I've known Colin for a long, long time. We used to play in as big as a 10-man team back in the classic Woods Ball days back in the UK, and some of the national leagues that were around in the mid-90s. So we're very old friends, and I've known Brian since I've been involved with the team.
Nice.
So
Very cool. So, okay, so you were basically now listen. I have a problem about being politically correct. I have no filter, and I just say things. So please don't get upset. But you were amputee, handicap. Something happened to you before.
yeah, I had a motorcycle accident when I was 19. Lost my leg shortly after that, not immediately, but they couldn't save my leg below knee, left side. So I've been using prosthetics since then. So over 30 years. So
Okay, and then you decided you found this paintball thing, and you didn't let anything stop you.
no, I mean it was a group of workmates actually. I did a rental day with them, a site called SAS down at Maidenhead in the UK. Just using rental markers, and got bitten by the bug very quickly.
Nice.
And that was, I made the transition over several years into playing tournament style ball.
Dude.
And met the guys from my old team, which is me and Colin were in the team called Split Personalities, which we played for probably over a decade as a team, really, I suppose. And then had a big gap. I didn't play competitive ball until I really got involved with the Unlimited team and moved into Sup Air, which was again a departure for me because I'd always been a Woods Ball player up to that point, realistically.
Wow. Dude, listen. Already, I could just close these guys out and just talk to you. How's that? This is amazing. You're like amazing. This is crazy. Okay, hold on one second, Gary. Let me Colin. Tell us about you.
Yep.
Are you a full-bodied? Are you amputee? What's your story?
I'm a left leg above knee amputee. It happened in 2016. I'm diabetic, type 2, and that caused issues with what happened to me. I had an aneurysm under my knee, which is like a blood blister, and that burst. Went into hospital. They tried to treat it. The diabetes didn't help. And I ended up a few days later losing the leg. So it was a case of either lose the leg or lose my life. So it was not really much of a choice.
Wow. Okay.
But I'd playing with Team Unlimited as a diabetic for about a year before that. So I knew the guys already. And being around Gary since we were sort of in our 20s, kind of already knew what an amputee was and what Brian helped an awful lot when I went into hospital, guidance and much needed help. And the team rallied around, everybody helped, and that's what we do. That's part of being Unlimited.
Team Unlimited.
I've been playing. We're a big family. We're amputees. We're adaptive. We've got people who have got heart murmurs. We've got people who have one eye. We'll take anybody. We don't care.
Dude, that's amazing. Okay, Colin, you're amazing. Okay, Brian, left leg also?
Yeah. Left.
No way. Come on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Come on. You guys are screwing with me. Come on. No. Is there a trend here? Come on.
Left below knee amputee.
No.
Started playing back in early 2000s. Got taught to play paintball by the Bart family, like Wayne Monkman and all that lot, the old school Woods Ball players. Moved into tournament paintball. started playing Millennium Series, PSPs, that sort of thing, and then ended up as the coach for Unlimited. I then lost my leg and became a player coach for Unlimited.
Dude, listen. Here's what I think the problem is. You guys drive on the left-hand side. That's the problem. Okay. I'm just joking.
It might be true.
It might be true. All right. So listen. Now the audience knows what we're talking about. We're talking about Team Unlimited. Let me just show this here. Let me just pop this up. I have someone trying to call me during my show, and he's not giving up. So hang on a second. Let me just do this. Let me do share screen. Let me pop this up, you guys, and I'll bring up their Facebook page here. There we go. All right. So this is Team Unlimited, and it's the Team Unlimited UK's disabled paintball team. Now, when you're saying UK, are we saying that you guys have the monopoly on this? There's no other disabled team? Are you guys the one that everybody comes to? How does that work?
We are the flagship UK team, but there are other independent UK players. So a lot of people kind of message us saying, I've got this, that, and the other, and I really want to play paintball. And we help them out. They don't necessarily come to play for Unlimited, but they kind of get as much assistance from us and the people that support us as possible. And then if they really want to be involved with Unlimited, but geographically it's not capable for them, they just become kind of like brand ambassadors and play for other teams, but underneath the Unlimited flag.
Okay.
So we have players all around the world, really, who like what we do, but they can't actually get to us for our training sessions because they live hundreds of or thousands of miles away. So they play for whatever team they want to play for, but they're associated to Unlimited through kind of like, I don't know, an outreach project, you can say. But
wow.
When people talk about adaptive paintball in the United Kingdom, they talk about it is Unlimited. People do come to us from all around. You know, people travel hundreds of miles to come to training with Unlimited.
Dude, let's listen. Again, I'm always telling people this. You just said people coming from 100 miles away just to train with this, right? There's a lot of people that don't get out of bed unless it's like 75 degrees outside. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that in their mind they're already stuck, and I'm always trying to tell them, you've got to look at people like you guys. You got to look at people like that are less fortunate, and especially in Los Angeles. We've got like 20 fields that we can go to. And people are like, I don't like the paint. I don't like the people. I don't feel like getting out of bed. People are driving 100 miles to go play for you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys use these guys.
We used to have a young lad who used to have to get a ferry from another country to come play for us.
Oh, dude. See, that's amazing.
He didn't stay too long, but he used, in order to get for training at about 9 a.m. in the morning, he'd have to leave his house at about 4 a.m.
See, this is fantastic.
But now he I think if he still plays, when he left us, he went and played for a team on the island they actually lived on.
Okay.
But yeah, he for about 6 months he used to do I think it was something silly like a 500-mile round trip to come.
Okay, but also too, you have to understand that the atmosphere that you guys are creating. I mean, we already have that in paintball, right? But then inside of paintball, now we have a sub thing, which is what you guys are creating, which is this family, that somebody's going to come that far, do you know what I'm saying, to a welcoming environment. And you guys are like, come on in and let's do this kind of thing. Speaks miles and miles about you guys. So congratulations on that. Come on. Think about that. If I were to, if somebody were like somebody were like, well, no, I don't know. It doesn't. No, people are like, I have a disability, I have a handicap, what I have ever. And I have a home. I have guys women and guys that I can go play with, and I love my sport. You guys are killing it. You guys know that, right?
It's appreciated to hear it.
I'm an outsider looking in, and just from the 10 minutes that we've been talking, I'm like, what the hell? You guys, whatever you're doing, you need to bottle it and then sell it to the other paintball teams or something, because.
No, we don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Okay, So okay, so let's talk about the challenges here. You're telling me about, okay, for the American viewers or everybody else out there, Sup Air is what they call tournament ball, because Sup Air was the original ones who made the blow up balloons, and so now that's basically called their tournament. We call it tournament, you guys call it Sup Air, but you guys have tournament players. I mean, you're playing basically in tournaments. Are you playing in the tournament like the NXL and that kind of thing?
We have played Campaign Cup, which was the last ever Millennium event to take part in the UK, and we came 5th, which wasn't too bad.
How are you diving into the snake with one leg? This doesn't make it. Help me.
Exactly like everyone else.
It gets messy.
Sometimes legs are left behind.
That's what I was gonna say. Did that ever happen? That it just popped off, and now you're like, you just keep on playing?
Yeah.
We could tell you some stories.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
If you go on our Facebook page, there's a video of me running to the snake off the break and me leaving my leg behind.
Okay, I'm on the Facebook page. You tell me, is it the Team Unlimited Facebook page?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Okay, and there's a video, right?
Yeah. It's in
Okay.
slow motion of me hitting the snake off the break and losing my leg in the mud.
All
I
right,
still get G3 off the break.
which one is it? I've got only 3 of them here.
Yeah, they're the one of the snake player looking like an idiot.
I've got this one,
Yeah, that
and
one.
This one.
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah. It's a terrible dive.
When did you lose a leg? About there?
Yeah, but it came out it basically got dragged behind me, caught in my trouser leg from that moment on.
Oh,
You lost it as you come off
So you
the
still
gate then.
Yeah, I lost it
You
coming
got
off the
10
break.
minutes to go.
Yeah. That's why I fell over. My leg came
It's
off.
never going to
Oh.
end well, is it?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So I'm just dragging my leg behind me for the rest of the game.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Again, you don't give up
When
though.
I met Gary, when I first met Gary, I got told the team were looking for an extra player, and Gary was at the tournament. It was a 7-man kind of speedball, woodsball kind of thing.
Speedball, wasn't it?
And the site owner said to me, "Oh, I got this extra player. His name's Gary. He's got a dicky leg." He didn't say he didn't, no amputee or anything. He said, "Oh, he's got a dicky leg,"
Wait, he's got a what?
which a dicky leg.
A dodgy leg, a bit of a
dodgy
as in
leg.
he's got a bit of a limp,
A bit of a boo-boo.
You guys, hang on a second. It's an international show. Hang on a second. We just can't talk Cockney here. Hang on a second. What are you talking? What are you doing?
A dicky
So-
leg translates as he's got a bit of a limp, a bit of a boo-boo. He's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I got that part. Okay.
The game goes on. Gary's at the first bunker. Next thing we know, we're all standing there looking round. Gary's got his trousers down and he's putting it back on. None of us stopped. We all looked at each other and went, "Okay, play on."
Well,
And I think
I
that's
remember
was that.
it was the funniest bit was, it's like, so I remember there was a conversation going backwards forwards across the field. It was your brother Paul, because he was nearest me, and you said, "Is Gary all right?" And he goes, "He's putting his leg back on," and there was this sort of pause, like silence. It's like, "What?" He's putting his leg back on. It's like, and it was like, "Oh, right, okay." And that was how they found out I had got an artificial leg.
Dude, hang on a second. I'm looking at some pictures. I don't see what is this? Where is anybody that's handicapped? What are you guys doing? Come on. Are you putting up other people's pictures?
No, trousers hide a lot of sins.
You I had a lot of sense. All right,
So
tell me.
that guy sat down holding our banner. He's practically blind.
Wow.
And then everybody else there in the videos in the photos got different disabilities.
Dude.
What we get treated exactly the same as everyone else. Everyone wears
Nice.
the same kit as every team out there. So
Nice.
if you've got long sleeves and long trousers on, you don't know that the person you're playing against is missing an arm or a leg. Everyone's
Dude.
wearing masks, so you have no idea whether they're blind or deaf or have got life-altering illnesses or terminal illness. You just get treated like everyone else.
Dude.
And no one gives an inch against us. We go and, stab them, and they come and stab us. That's the reason why we win tournaments. Isn't because people take pity on us. It's because we go out and fuck them up.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. Okay, so how long have you guys been fucking people up? When did this thing start?
2012.
2012. Okay, so was there and are we talking Gary? Who's Gary or Colin? Which one is the president or the starter?
Alex.
Alex.
Oh, of course.
He was the originator.
Mm.
Okay, and so
Brian, do you want to?
So Alex
History.
started the team. Yeah, Alex. Story on Alex. Alex was an incredible young man who had multiple terminal illnesses. He was huge in the paintball industry and the community, and he wanted to play one last international event. So he wanted to set up a team, but instead of being a scratch team of players, he wanted it to be a disabled team. So he put a team together in end of 2011, start of 2012 to play the Campaign Cup. And the team didn't really work for the first year. I was then brought on as a coach at the end of 2012. And in 2013 and 2014, we picked up the likes of Gary and Colin, and we actually transformed into a proper team, started training correctly and bringing in enough players that could actually play paintball. And then I think we finally, what year did we finally play Campaign Cup?
16.
2016, we finally played Campaign Cup, which was Alex's sole reason for setting up Unlimited, but unfortunately he'd already passed away by then. So we played it in his honor, and we did extremely well. And now we've basically just been building on that momentum ever since. And the only thing we haven't done that Alex wanted us to do was play NXL World Cup, and that's simply because it just costs too much money to go to America.
Fuck. Dude, that's amazing.
Alex had a bucket list. That's him.
Yeah, that's him.
Playing.
In the wheelchair.
Alex had a bucket list. And on his bucket list was the CPPS, NXL Paint Cup, win some tournaments. We're gradually working our way through to get all those off. The other thing with Alex, the other thing we're doing for Alex is we're just keeping his memory alive and keeping his vision and his enthusiasm for paintball going. So, he mattered to the team, and we hope that we're doing him justice.
Yeah. But on the other, the team, we still speak to Alex's family quite a lot, because when Alex passed away, they really didn't want the team to die. So they asked us to kind of take it over and keep running it. And they see it as how we are, as the guys say, kind of playing with Alex's logo on us and playing in his honor. But we've also kind of outgrown what Alex wanted us to achieve. We've achieved more. We're now starting to kind of forge our own path and achieve our own things. So Alex wanted to prove that disabled paintball could work, and we've done that. We're now proving how well it can work, and people now see Unlimited as not even a disabled team. They understand we're all disabled, but we're no longer that token disabled team.
Nice.
We're now a genuine challenge to people when they see us. And I remember when the team first started, people go, "Oh, it's them. That's an easy point. We're guaranteed to win one."
Wow.
And now, the guys rock up at tournaments, and I'm getting messages from other coaches going, "Well, I thought, we're going to have an easy day until I see you guys are on the pool against us."
That's cool.
Like rolling over the GB female squad last season every time we bumped into them. and they're 6 of the most elite female players in the country.
Wow.
You know, at Campaign Cup, we rolled over teams that were 2-3 divisions above us in the domestic league. You know, we're no longer classed as that disabled team. We're now classed as an actual threat to anyone that comes on the field against us.
Dude, unbelievable. And that's from what, 2012, you said?
Yeah, the team started in 2012, but things didn't really get serious until 2014.
Unbelievable. You guys are, wait a minute. Let's hear some comments, you guys. Hello, there's England. Hey, Desi from Florida. You guys, dude, you guys are killing it. Hang on a second. Do you guys know Alex? Alexander? Desi? Leon from South Africa. You guys know Adam, right? He's with SAS.
Yeah, I know Adam.
Yeah.
It's a small island. Robert Rodriguez, Devin. Who else do we have? Cheryl, this is from Michigan. Nice. How about Mark? Do you know Mark Bradbury?
Name rings a bell, but I don't think I've ever met him.
Oh, wait a minute. Bell, like Big Ben? Never mind. I'm just joking. Hold on a second. Andrew, you guys know Andrew, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You guys, if you guys go to, I'm going to just pop this up here so you guys can go check them out. But if you guys go to here, go to their Facebook page, which is the Team Unlimited. Just go to Team Unlimited UK. You'll find them. And go like their page, follow them. Okay. Now, I'm not, how do I say this? I like your philosophy. I like what you guys are doing. I think that you guys are inspirations, and that again, other people that don't have the disability should look at you guys and go, "Fuck my mental, like I can't get out of bed," or they don't have the right kind of cheese at McDonald's. Fuck that. Look at what you guys are doing. Look at what these guys are doing, and emulate that. Who's going to jump into a snake and say, "Oh, I don't want to do Superman dive"? This guy does, and he loses his leg. You guys, come on. This thing is kind of an inspirational thing. Speaking of that, there's a lot of times what happens is people get involved in charities, and they get involved maybe for the wrong reason or whatever else. They're like trying to raise money and whatever. Do people come to you and say, "We want to do things for you, that we want to help you to grow," or that kind of stuff? Tell me where. I'll give you an example. Sometimes veterans don't like it when you buy them something. When you come up to them and say, "Hey, thank you for your service. I want to buy you lunch." And sometimes our veterans don't like that. They're like, just say thank you for your service. You don't need to make me feel. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Is that the situation with you guys, where people come up to you and like, or tell me where your minds are at?
We've been used for a lot of stuff. We at the start it's not a hidden secret. We are well looked after. We have good partnerships with the corporations that look after us, both inside the paintball industry and outside the paintball industry. I think for a few years we were one of the few teams in the world that had a financial sponsorship that was nothing to do with paintball.
Wow.
So we are well looked after, and a lot of players try to join us just for stuff.
Wait. Hang on a second. People are not physically hurting themselves to get into your team. Don't tell me that.
No, but we've had people lie about disabilities.
Oh, come on.
We've had people that who have genuine disabilities turned up, played for a little while, basically swore allegiance to the team, got a kit bag full of kit, and then done a runner. And next thing you know, you see it online being sold. And you're there like,
give me their addresses. I'll go talk to them. This is not correct. I'm not happy with that stuff at all. All right.
But yeah, sorry, Colin.
We've got a good relationship with GI Sports. Mike Tate, very well, and he's looked after us. He's played for us for a few times as a guest. he's always welcome in our team because we know how disabled he is.
The guy's practically blind.
Blind, only when you turn off the lights. Yes.
Forehead.
If you've seen his Russia gun, you'll know he's colourblind.
All right.
But
All right.
Mike has always looked after us and helped us out. And so the MacDev guys with their guns have helped us out a lot as well. And in the early days, we got helped out by Planet and others. And we don't expect freebies. We don't want freebies. What we're after is good deals from people that know that we can represent them properly. We want to be able to represent the team and ourselves in a good manner. We want to make more chances for more people to come and play. One of the things, Alex, you've seen the pictures of him in a wheelchair. One of the things he wanted was a wheelchair-based paintball. And I'm not there yet, but we've got to work out a way of doing it. It's going to have to be on AstroTurf, so we have to find a way of doing it. And then there's going to be a set of rules about whether we have who don't count, they're effectively count as bunkers. Which part of the wheelchair gets it? Does it count? Does it not count?
That makes sense.
There's a lot of things to think about, but I think that's possible. I to bring that to the game. I'd like to try that.
Wow. Okay.
We're looking forward all the time.
Nice. Okay. So Gary, it doesn't cost any extra to talk on the show. So
I'll wait my turn.
I'm just joking. What's up, Gary? What do you tell us your thoughts?
No, I was just thinking back to a comment you made earlier about, and I was thinking about something I said in another interview that I played for years as a disabled player, and I never really met any other disabled players while I was playing in those days, and I never really wanted to. Even today, I don't want to be judged as a disabled player, even though I play for Unlimited.
Right.
I'd rather be judged as a player in my own rights,
Right.
I always see the disability as a secondary thing,
Right.
and I'm sure that might go for some of the other guys in the team. We're players first and disabled players second.
Right.
So
I agree with that, and I think a lot of people, whether they have cancer or whatever else, they have that becomes their definition. You know what I'm saying? It's like they have this and then they're that. And you flip it and go, no, I'm just a player like you guys. I just happen to have this situation. And that is amazing. That's a great attitude. You're not letting it define you.
I think you'll find amputees have that attitude because it's one of those things you learn, and you also learn there is an amputee humour. It can be quite dark occasionally, but it can be very strong, and that goes with it around the team. The others that are not amputees, we carry them with our humour. We don't hold back very much.
Nice.
You've got to expect you're just one of the players.
Nice. I like it. So do you guys have a support group, like the wives, daughters, uncles, friends, people that need to get like places maybe that someone who can't drive, or the guy that's almost blind? I mean, do you guys have everybody helping everybody else, pick everybody else, and that kind of stuff?
Yeah. It's like Unlimited is very much a I hate the phrase family. It's thrown around far too much.
What? All right.
But it is, we aren't just about the players on the field. We're about everything that goes around it. So, for example, my wife for ages ran the pit for us. And then Donna and Richard. Richard is one of our blind players, and his wife played with us, but she also drove Richard around. And then their son played with us. He had autism. So, and then I know a couple of the other guys look after each other. So yeah, it is very much everyone gets involved. And we've had people that joined the team, or not necessarily joined the team, but trained alongside the team simply because of the fact that their relatives could play for us, and that way they could train alongside them.
Wow.
Just so they could be involved at the same level as them. So maybe one brother would go, for example, one brother would go on and play for whatever team, and his sibling would play for us, but they would train together with us, so that it was all inclusive. And it can become a real kind of family environment, because you can have multiple generations of the same family on the field at the same time.
That is amazing.
It is cool. It can get hectic at times. You can have whole family disputes. Players getting grounded by their mum and dad halfway through a training session. We had one player getting grounded and taken home from a tournament by their grandmother at one stage.
Okay.
It can be fun. It can be interesting.
Well, so let me ask you this: you've got a guy that's blind. So what? Friendly fire doesn't count? Is that the thing? Is it? Is he just aiming everywhere?
We've never had a totally blind player.
Okay.
We've got the players we have had in the past and we have got now are not far from it. And things used to be a lot easier back in the day when coaching was allowed.
Right, from the sidelines, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But a lot of our people who are visually impaired can make out outlines.
Okay.
So it's a lot of muscle memory. They walk the field for hours and hours.
Wow.
So that they learn where things are, and then all it takes is a back centre. And they have to. The partnership between them and their back player has to be so spot on. So
that's amazing.
So if you shout, for example, teabag one left side, and then you just shout top, middle, or bottom, they know exactly where to put their paint.
No.
Because they've been rehearsing where those shots go. So as long as the bunker the field you've been training on is laid out the same way as the tournament field is, you can work around it.
Dude, that's the drummer and the bass player.
Yep.
Dude, you know what? I'm hearing this for the first time.
Well.
What's that, Gary? Oh, wait, Gary's finally saying something. Shh, wait, hang on a second.
I just said it affects our tactics as well, because obviously we have to plan around the disability sometimes to allow for a player's poor visibility on one side, so they're a bit blindsided on one side of the field.
Right.
So they've got better visibility playing from one end of the field or the other, depending on what cover they're going to. So we try and plan our breakouts and line up accordingly.
Yeah.
Dude, I am learning so much about this. This is so amazing. You guys are so cool. This is like, again, you guys, when you guys play NXL or something like that, you walk the field, you look at the map, and you get a feeling for it. You guys have to do so much more work. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have to get all this up, if the poor guy with the sight disability has to spend hours walking, you guys are killing it, man. This is amazing. Wow.
But we had a really, really talented teabag player, Rabbit, who was practically deaf. And so the whole team had to learn sign language so that we could communicate with him.
Wow, dude, amazing. That is cool.
It was crazy. We ended up making up some makeshift sign language that you could do one-handed while having a gunfight with someone else.
Wow.
That guy was insanely talented.
Dude, wait a minute. So you're like
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff like Snake 2, and people at the sidelines are like, what the hell are these guys doing? And next thing you know, he just gives you a thumbs up and goes takes the guy's head off.
Oh my dude, it's like I did a South African show yesterday, and we were joking about the fake interpreter. Did you guys see that guy during the Olympic? And he was this they hired this guy, and he was basically just making up his own sign, like it's gonna rain and people are running. And then the International Sign Language Foundation said, what is this guy doing? And he's right next to Obama, so he could have been a killer. Nobody knew. So yeah, for you guys to be able to make up your own signs, that's awesome. Lamar, do you know who Lamar is? Lamar
No.
Holloway, my son is declared legally blind, and he can now hear declared legally blind, and he can now hear the sounds of other guns, no matter where they are, and he can focus in on them and shoot them out.
Yeah.
Something new he has been doing since. Wow, dude, you're right. You know what? Your senses get stronger when you don't have something else, and then wait a minute, and then he says, look, he says. We walk the fields all the time, and he knows where the dark spots are, but usually he's in the open field, no fear. Wow, thumbs up to that. That's amazing. Lamar, if you're in UK, I don't know where you are, Lamar, but look these guys up, man. Or you know what? How about this? What about franchising? Is there other things around the world?
We've had other people. There's Leg Army in, I think that France. And then there's a para team in Germany, and then there is one in America, but they don't do a lot. And we've had relationships with all of them. But we're the most Leg Army were really active. They played this CPS series for years, but I think the recessions hit them quite hard. And then I don't really think the American scene's ever really taken off. Although we have a lot of backing from a lot of NXL pros out there trying to make it happen, I think there's just still a lot of them enough. No one really wants to invest too much time in a para team in America, unfortunately.
You guys have just made a love connection here. Desi is one of our big park manager players here in Florida, and it turns out Lamar is also in Florida. So now Desi and Lamar are going to hook up, and wow, you guys are look what you guys are doing, right? Even right there, look at that little example. You guys are killing it. I've seen with the English guys though. I've seen with the like I said when I've done basically like 3 or 4 shows with you guys. You guys are super connected. You guys are super like involved, and and basically what you just said. You got something in France, you got something in Germany, you got something in America, but they're kind of. You guys are like amazing. I don't know what is it. Is it? I mean, is it the crumpets? What are you guys eating? That how is it possible that you guys are killing it like this?
Colin,
I think it's a lot easier with the internet and with actually being able to communicate with each other. Many years ago, I was involved in the Home Counties League in sort of early 90s. And that was all done on the phone, and it was a lot harder to run 40 teams that back in those days, all in the woods. And I think now we reach more people, and hopefully we can help more people, and that's what we're really looking to do.
Nice.
Getting in. If people want to get in touch with us through the Facebook, we can come back with ideas. We can come back with what we do. The preparation we do before a game, the things we actually consider. I mean, that's the biggest thing is when we're playing, we consider everyone's strengths and everyone's weaknesses and then use those to our advantage. So, you can't just say, oh, he can't do that. Well, no, but let's make it so he can do that.
We had like, I remember, I think it was Gary spent hours and hours. We had a one-armed player, and he was an insanely good snake player, but he struggled to move around the snake because he had no balance, and then he couldn't really reload. So I'm pretty sure it was Gary. Spent hours and hours on his hands and knees figuring out how this guy was going to play the snake to make him better. And then he got bloody poached by a Div 1 team and went off and played for them.
No.
Yeah.
That was young William, wasn't it?
Yeah, that guy was insane.
When he turned up, I just couldn't stop watching the guy. We all cope with different physical disabilities. Some of us do, and it's only when you see. I mean, people have said to me loads of times, it can't imagine what it's like losing a leg, but then you see other people that have lost an arm. He actually never had an arm. I think it was a birth defect. So that was part of the reason he coped so well with it, was that he'd had it all his life. But to watch a guy shoot one-handed, pot, load, do everything, and it was just jaw dropping really to see the guy on the field coping that well. But as Brian quite rightly said, there was other aspects of his game which were very weak, and we all tried to coach him to get him over those problems. I mean, at the end of the day, we all hit a brick wall. Our disabilities will always limit us,
right?
Some respect in the game, So you play to your strengths, and it's the same for able-bodied people, to be fair. But you can't keep beating yourself up about not being able to make the 50 off the break if you can't. You hopefully have got other people in the squad who can manage that, or we tactically put a team together that means we don't have to make 50 off the break. We get enough guns out there so that the other team are held back, to give us the chance to get out there.
Right. So I got a question about the one arm reloading. How do you do it?
I watched him do it so many times, and he kind of used to cuddle the gun so that the hopper was up against his chest, so he could pop the lid open, and it was just a miracle, really. He did it so quickly and so proficiently, without spilling any paint on the floor. It was like, I thought I struggled to pot like that with good hands.
And
so
that guy had his core muscles were so strong. He could kneel on, he could have both knees on the floor, and lean out. So he was basically extending his whole body from his knees, and then bring himself back in again.
Wow.
So his glutes, his core, everything was so locked out. It was
hang on a second. Hang on a second. If you guys are so well sponsored and so well taken care of, how can someone poach him? It sounds like you guys got it going on.
No, because we've lost a lot of players to some very good teams over the years,
Really?
which isn't a problem, because we would rather train these players up and let them go than keep them with us and kind of not make them so they're not enjoying paintball. Our problem is we coach players up too well, so we're constantly rebuilding our squad. We must lose a couple of players every season, either due to disability, so they're retiring, but primarily due to they're going to play for other teams.
Got it.
Because yes, it's fun starting in the very lowest division and slowly working your way up over the years, but some people don't want to wait for that journey. They're young, they're hungry, they get offered a spot on a Div 1 or an elite team, and they want to jump at it. And fair play, do it. I did it. I know I used to jump teams every 2 seasons and work my way up through the ranks that way. So you can't hold it against them.
No,
as from a management point of view, like I've been away from the team for the last 2.5 seasons, just been doing kind of behind the scenes stuff. But poor Gary and Colin, for the last couple of seasons, they've been getting teams winning the series and then not being able to accept promotion up a division because we lose all our players to other ranked teams.
Fuck. All right. I mean, so I can just imagine you guys at some kind of event and you got all these people that know that, how do I say this? They know that your pond has a lot of good fish to be fished from, and they're all sitting on the sideline watching games, and they're basically trying to put you got, dude. All right.
We're proud of that. If we can help someone get further in down the line of the game and Gary and I are we're pushing up 50 and onwards. So basically we're at the end or towards the end of our career. If we can help the youngsters move forward, and if they've got a disability or they need an adaptive paintball in some way and get them into a top squad, that then shows that we can do it. That then shows that we're opening the door for others.
That's cool. That's a great attitude. It's fantastic. Wow, you guys are amazing. Okay, you guys, listen, if you guys go again, I'm going to bring it up again here, but if you guys go again to their Facebook page, Team Unlimited UK's Disabled Paintball Team, and give them a like, hang out, check out their pictures, check out what they're doing, and if you guys are in the situation where you are disabled and you're saying, I can never play, you know what? That's the other thing too, is that some people, it's hard enough to get people to play paintball in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough to get People usually get turned on by like a bar mitzvah, a wedding, a birthday party, or something like that. Can you imagine a disabled person going, well, no, you guys, now you can't. Again, there's nothing stopping you. So go grab a friend and bring him, go. The guy next door that's disabled, and you said, no, go knock on the door now and say, hey, let's come play. Maybe these guys will inspire you. Come check them out.
We've over the years, we've done a lot of taster sessions, haven't we? Where people, exactly the same thing. We get messages from people saying, oh, you know, my cousin, he's got this, that, and the other. I'd like to invite him down to play paintball, and they know that we have kind of a safe environment for them to try it.
Yeah, right.
So we have quite often have people turn up with friends or relatives, and we bring a spare kit bag along, and they give it a try, and we create an environment where they feel comfortable enough to do that. And if they like it, they stick around. If they don't like it, it's not like they've been shot the living daylights out by some arsehole at the other end of the field.
Correct.
Because they train inside our little group.
Right.
And quite often we let slip to the other teams that we're scrimmaging against that, you know, number 18 has never played before and it's a taster day for him. So they don't shoot the living daylights out of them.
Right.
But for their purpose, they think they're turning up at a standard paintball day.
Exactly.
But we soften the edges up a bit to make it more friendly.
I like it.
And then if they come back, that's when they kind of realize, hang on, I'm actually getting shot now.
Now you've screwed it up because now they're like, wait a minute.
Get a lot of help from our 1-for-1 in Gatwick.
Yeah.
They not just the site owners, but the teams that skirmish out of there, the actual guys know us. The other teams against them in the CPPS, or there are a couple of divisions above us, and we only have to have a word. We're having a tryout day today, and they'll back off a little bit. They'll dial it down a little bit, but occasionally we'll say, right, squad, let's go for it. And we'll take. That's what we're about.
Nice. Okay, and you guys also play. What do you call it? Woods ball, or what do you call it? Rec. What do you guys call it? Huh?
Woods ball.
Yeah, we're originally Woods ball players. Started as Woods ball players. I mean, I made the transition into SUP here a few years back, mainly because I was finding it more physically difficult to play Woods ball. As I've got older, I mean, I coped with my disability better when I was younger. It was still pretty demanding to play as an amputee in the woods, but you know, my body's suffering a bit now from carrying the prosthetic leg all these years. So the SUP hair environment is a lot easier for somebody with limited mobility and you know, an artificial limb to get around on safely. So it's a shame, really. I mean, I've seen the resurgence of the woods ball scene in the last few years. I mean, it's starting to really take off again now, and it's made my old heart twinge a bit, really, because I'd like to get back involved, but I know that the body wouldn't be able to cope with it. Not especially now they're going back to proper 10-man size fields. You know, I mean, the thought of breaking out and having to run, I know, 30, 40 yards to get to your primary bunker is just that wouldn't happen anymore.
No, but I mean, you don't have to do tournament style stuff. You could just do like Mayhem or something, right?
Yeah,
I was going to say we have organised fun days for like almost like team reunions with friends.
Yeah.
We've done pump days at local site campaign, which are great fun because I mean we all originated in the pump days, and now to go back and use pumps again and get away from the semis and the techno guns. It's a nice release for us, and we haven't done it for a long time, but they're more relaxed days in terms of a woods ball day, and I could probably cope with those, and a lot of the guys, you know, in the team would enjoy that still.
Yeah, like I've kind of moved back to woods ball. I never really had a woods ball background, but because I can't commit to the schedule of Unlimited these days. So I still meet up with the team and play a couple of big games a year. And, you know, Woods Ball, you can kind of throw the kit in the loft and then dig it out once or twice a year.
Right.
There's not really much training really required. Whereas the program the team runs for the Sup Air, I just can't commit to it anymore. So, but Colin and Gary run all the front of house stuff now, and I just hang out in the woods looking like a hobo.
Oh, you guys call them hobos? You don't call them travelers? I'm sorry.
That's a whole different thing.
I know. I'm just joking. I know your culture. Never mind. Okay, you guys, listen. Let's do this. Let's go. Did we leave anything out? Is there anything you want to talk about? Do you think we covered all the bases?
Well, if anybody wants to get involved, they just have to drop us a message, don't they?
And to remember that it's not just physical disabilities. People think that you've got to have some obvious disability to be involved with the team or to qualify, but I mean, there's so many other forms of mental and physical disability that aren't that obvious. And they're all more than welcome to get involved with the team and play with the team.
I like it. Cool.
Yeah.
Colin? So, Colin, what about you?
Yeah, no, I think we want to expand the squad. We want to keep moving upwards. We're in Division 5 of the CPPS at the moment, and we're hoping next season to create another junior squad down in the break-in, break-out. So bring on some young guns, bring up some people. The team is a disabled and adaptive team. The whole point is we will adapt to whatever your problem is. So, and we'll make it so that you can play.
Dude, I like it. Brian, did we cover all the bases?
Yeah, unless anybody from the NXL is watching, and we can finally make the UK versus the USA disabled match happen that they spoke about years ago and then cancel it.
Wait a minute. Nick Sloviak, hang on a second. Let's maybe Ryan Greenspan. Who else do we got? Let's hit me up, Brian. Hit me up after the show, and I'll see if I can maybe move things forward. It's good to be a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay. So no, I'm serious though. Maybe for 2021 we could maybe something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I didn't know such a thing existed, and maybe we should make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
It would be cool to finally get that match to happen.
Okay, cool. So hit me up after the show, and we'll see about getting something working. Okay. I can't guarantee anything, but I can just help. That's all I always say that. Okay, you guys, listen. Let's just go around the horn. Gary, do closing statements? Anything you want to say?
Well, just thanks for giving us your time. It's been great.
You're welcome. You're waxing poetically about me. Please don't stop. I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. All right, Colin, how about you?
Yeah, I just to help us, be it sponsors, be it anyone, health included. The more exposure and the more ways we can show anybody can play paintball, the happier we'll be as a team and as a squad.
Nice. Brian?
No, just, I can't sing the merits of this program enough, how many people they've helped.
Nice.
They helped me get back into paintball. So, it's everyone should come and give it a crack. So, yeah, cheers for giving us the airtime and letting us grow this little corner of the UK paintball scene.
Dude, I think more people now know about you guys, and I think hopefully you guys will go out and support them, help them out, and bake them some brownies. I like brownies. Go give them some brownies. Whatever. Anyway, okay, you guys, listen. Do me a favor. Don't hang up. Stay in the green room for a second. I'll talk to you guys in a second, but I'm gonna close out the show. So hang out 1 second, okay? I'll see you guys in a second. All right. Enjoy this thing and go like that. And check this out. All right, look at that. 97% of the people who quit too soon are employed by the other 3% who never give up. Never give up, right? Kind of a theme of the show tonight. Don't give up. Whatever your dream is, just do it. Pursue it. Look what these guys said, right? They just did it. They just went for it. No limitations. Come on, man. Just do it. So if you've got an idea for a business, if you got something you want to do, don't listen to anybody else. Okay? It's not worth it. Just do it. Don't become that 97%. Be the 3% that hired the other people who gave up. What do you say about that? I say it's cool. Hey, you guys, thank you very much for coming on the show, watching the show, supporting the show, being part of the show. And we got a bunch of amazing shows coming up again. So that's it. Have an amazing week. I'll shoot you soon. Bye.